to check it, all right, before you solve it, because if this isn't right, everything you do from this point on is wrong, okay? So, you know that's right, okay, but if you were to take time to FOIL this out, you need to make sure you get back up to here. Okay, so if you are not sure, you check before you solve, okay? So now, we're going to set each part equals 0, so y minus 3 equals 0. 3y minus 8 equals 0. So y equals, what's my first one going to be here? 3. Okay, on the second guy, what are we going to do there first? Add the 8. So 3y equals 8, and then what are we going to do? Divide by 3. So what's our answer going to be? 8/3. Very good. And that's your answer. Okay. All right, I want you to flip over and let's look at number, let's look at letter K. Okay. All right, what's the first thing we're going to do? Before that. Equal to 0, then do GCF. Okay? So, equaling it to 0, what are we going to do to make that happen?
You would have to plus
Add the 6. Very good. So you're going to add 6 over. All right, now I heard people yelling GCF. What's your GCF?
2.
Yeah, 2. 6 won't quite work. All right, so pull out a 2. So we have 8x squared minus 14 and plus 3. Okay? All right, I want you to go ahead and take a second and see if you can come up with your list of factors and see if you can come up with something that would work here. Remember, if you can't find something to work, flip one of your lists. Flip the list and try that way. Okay, so first thing you should have done is started your list. 1 times 8, 2 times 4, 1 times 3. Okay? Now, keeping in mind, if we're looking at signs, if this is a positive and this guy's a negative in the middle, what are our signs going to be?
Negative.
Negative, negative, right? A negative times a negative gets me a positive, but when I add them up, I should get a negative. Okay? So I already know there's a 2 out front, and I know I'm going to have negatives on the inside. Okay? And I also know it's going to be set equal to 0. Okay? All right, so if I do outside, inside, 3 times 1 is 3. 8 times 1, 8. Will 8 and 3 work? No. Okay, 2 times 6, 6. 4 times 1 is 4. Will 6 and 4 work? No. So then, like I said, change a list. I'm just going to flip this one because otherwise I'm going to flip both on the other side there. Okay, so if I start, 2 times 1 is 2. 4 times 3 is, does that work? Yeah, 12 and 2 would probably work. Okay. All right, so we have this guy and this guy. So again, these are your front, these are your back. So 2x, 4x, and then 3 and 1. Is everybody okay with all that? Okay, so now, here's where we have to set equal to 0. You have to set technically all 3 parts equal to 0, but there's 3 different parts. 2 equals 0. 2x minus 3 equals 0, and 4x minus 1 equals 0. Okay? So now, when I look at this, in this particular case, can 2 equal 0?
No.
No. Now, be careful, because if it was just like an x, would that work?
Um,
Yeah, so you have to just be cautious, but here, 2 equals 0, we're just gonna throw that puppy out. We're not worried about it, because his number equals a number, that makes sense. Okay, what are you gonna do on this guy?
add 3.
Add 3, and then what?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2, so we're gonna get 3 halves, just I'm running out of room, that's why I didn't show work. Okay, what about on this guy, what's the first step?
Add 1.
Add 1, and then what?
Divide by 4.
So what's your answer?
Actually, 1/4.
1/4, very good. And those are your 2 answers. Okay? Alright, that's all we have time for today. Homework is